everybody, Ken Birdsall here from Sunnyside Chevrolet. Thank you for following my channel. I've got some really exciting news for you today. You probably already heard Thursday night, Chevy announced it, the new 2019 Chevy Blazer is coming back. It's going to be right in between the Equinox and the Traverse. Stick around for this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit more of what's coming. Alright, so the last time we saw the Blazer was 2005. A lot has changed. It's a totally new design. We have some details. You've probably been watching videos, reading blogs, all that kind of stuff. GM's released a little bit of information, but not a ton. They're going to treat it like the 2019 Silverado, the all-new design. It's going to come out over time. So bear with us. I'm going to let you know what we know today. So from a dealership perspective, I know customers are going to say, hey, the old Blazer was like a truck. I loved my truck. Well, it's not going to be a truck. It's going to be an SUV crossover. That's what the design is. It's designed to be between the Equinox and the Traverse. Not the truck style, not like that old body on frame. This is going to be a unibody feel. So it's going to not feel like the truck. It's not going to ride like a truck. It's going to be like a crossover. So don't be surprised by that. It's going to have a wider stance and a lower cut roof with some new things they've mentioned was it's going to have LED daytime running lamps that are separate from your normal headlamps. Also going to have tail lamps. They're going to be LED. Rumor is right now that those are going to be all LEDs as well, and dual exhaust on all of them too, which will be a really nice sporty look that may only be on the RS and Premier, but we'll find out. So hang in there. Again, this is between the Equinox and the Traverse. It's going to have more of the width of the Traverse, the length of the Equinox, and the cargo space almost identical to the Equinox. But so hang in there. Really cool stuff. I'm going to go over some more details here, let you know what I know. Alright, so one of the biggest questions everybody has is, what are the trim levels? What's going to be available? Is it going to be the L, LS, LT, Premier, maybe an RS trim? Well, kind of yes and no. 1% of everything that they make is going to be an L trim. That's the one you're never really going to see at a dealership. Very rarely. It's a very base, not many options. They haven't given us a breakdown of what's all going to be standard and what packages are going to be available. That's coming. But right now, know that the L trim is your entry-level trim, and there's not going to be many of them. The next trim up is your Blazer trim. Not an LS, not an LT. It's kind of combining those together. It's going to have a cloth version and a leather version. Each one of those is going to get different engines, but it's going to be kind of like the old Malibu 1LT, 2LT kind of thing. 64% of production is going to be that Blazer trim. So that's nearly 2/3. That's going to be what everybody's going after. But the RS is probably the coolest thing, because in all the advertisements, all the promo videos, they're really only showing the RS and a couple Premiers. The RS is going to be about 20% of production. It's going to have red accents, blackout packages like a bow tie, black wheels, that kind of stuff. The Premier is going to be about 15%. That's, again, you're replacing your LTZ. That's your top level trim. Let's take a look at the mechanics. So what all is going to be under the hood, the drivetrain, all of that. Well, it's going to be available in front wheel drive and all wheel drive, just like the Traverse and just like the Equinox. So what was really cool is it's going to kind of incorporate what the Equinox started, which is a switchable all-wheel drive, but it's going to have that switchable traction select knob that's on the Traverse. Engines. This is probably, everybody's going to go crazy over this. No turbos, don't worry. Some people like them, some people don't, but no turbos. It's going to have a 2.5 and a 3.6. They're only going to be available on certain trims for each, but they're both direct injection, variable valve timing, start-stop technology. Rumor is it's going to be like the new 2019 Cruise, and that's going to be where you can actually turn that off and override it, kind of like some other models or other manufacturers. So that's cool. 9-speed automatic transmission paired to both. The 2.5 is going to have 193 horsepower, 188 pound-foot of torque. It's only going to be on the L trim and the Blazer cloth. So if you want the 2.5 in leather, you can't have them together. If you want cloth and a 3.6, it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. The 3.6 is going to be like what's in the Traverse. The Traverse, now they've got some different numbers. Some say it's about 305 horsepower, some say it's 310. So it's going to be a lower 300s for horsepower. 266 pound-foot of torque, 269 is what some are reporting, so 260s for the pound-foot of torque. Now, towing is about 5,000 pounds here. Towing is about that 3,500 pound on here. Blazer is going to be right in the middle. It's going to be about 4,500 pounds if you have the heavy-duty towing package, kind of like you have to have on the Traverse. So it's going to be the same thing, but it'll give you 4,500 pounds. That 3.6 is only going to be on the Blazer leather, the RS, and the Premier. So there's your engines, your all-wheel drive system. Let's take a look at some features. All right, I want to give you a quick list of features. Some of these are new, some of them are not new, but I want to let you know what GM has given us as far as what's available. Some of it they've told us what's on what trims, what's not going to be on certain trims. Again, that whole breakdown of trim levels and packages and stuff like that, that's coming down the road. But it's going to have, from the pictures and the videos that I've seen, it looks like it's going to have a very Camaro feel to the dash, where you have like the round HVAC vents, that twist. It's going to have kind of a Traverse feel too, the center console and stack. It's going to have that feel. The 8-inch driver information center, that's huge. That's like what's on a Corvette, High Country, Silverado. That's a big driver information center, so I'm pretty excited to see what that's going to look like. The 8-inch Infotainment 3 system, so it's an all new system. It's kind of like what's on the Sonic, the 18 Sonic, the 19 Cruise, the 19 Equinox. It's an updated from these. It's really nice, easy to use. It's a cool looking system, but that's going to come. They say it's going to be an 8-inch. Some say there's going to be a 7-inch option as well too, but they're both going to be the Infotainment 3 no matter what. It's going to have almost a 2019 Silverado feel to it, and the steering wheel options. So if you're familiar with what these guys look like on the steering wheel, and if you've seen anything on the 2019, the all new 2019 Silverado, bigger buttons. It looks like it's going to be a little bit easier to use, like they won't wear out as much. All new cargo area, rear cargo fence and rail management system. This is kind of a new idea for GM. I've seen it on some others though, but it's going to have 2 rails in the back cargo area behind the second row. It's also going to have a little fence that kind of goes on, and you can divide up your cargo area a little bit easier. I thought that would be an extra accessory, but GM apparently is going to throw it in, probably only on the Premier, maybe the RS trim there. Electronic locking glove box. Some people are thinking, what in the world is GM thinking there? That's actually a really good idea. They're going to have it, it's kind of like on your Impala, your Tahoe, your Suburban, even on the Traverse. You have that locking area behind the sliding screen. So now you're going to be able to do it in the glove box with the valet mode using the 4-digit pin just like you would before. So it gives you a little bit more locking area. Navigation. Some people have asked about navigation. It's going to be on the RS and the Premier. But Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be on all of them standard, just like it is now on everything else. Underfloor cargo area, we have no idea what that is. We'll find out. All right, that second row is going to be 60-40 split, just like the Equinox is, but it's going to be sliding. So whereas the Equinox now doesn't slide in the second row, it's going to give you a little bit more legroom if you need be. It'd be interesting to see how they do that, because they did this for a reason on the Equinox, so we'll see what happens there. All right, so what's really going to rival Ford is your hitch view and your hitch guidance. It really gives you, on your backup camera, it gives you a real good turn, lets you know where you're going. Comfort open windows. Silverado already has that. If it has remote start, you can do that. Where you can actually, when you remote start it, have the windows go down to help cool it off. Rear vision camera, like on the Traverse. Surround vision, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, lane keep assist. Those are all going to be available. All right, so this is all great information and everybody's getting excited, but everybody wants to know when this is coming. Well, GM didn't officially give us a date, but first production, so it's coming off the line, fourth quarter this year, 2018. Advertising is supposed to start first quarter of 2019, so I'm thinking we'll probably see them here on the lot and available for folks probably in that January to March range. But we'll find out. GM's going to let us know down the road. Keep in mind, this is going to be very much like the all-new 2019 Silverado. They kind of released a bunch of information to get everybody hyped up, and then they're hushed for a while. And then in a month or two, they'll give us more information, maybe more on the trim levels, the dimensions, capabilities, stuff like that. So we'll see more about what's coming out when this comes out in the middle of winter. I know it's gonna be cold here in Northeast Ohio, but I'm gonna get you guys a video as soon as it hits our lot. And if you have questions, you can ask, but this is all we know. This is what GM has officially given us here at the dealership. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates about what's coming out. And if you have any questions, let me know. Share this with everybody. You guys have a great day.